What's up, guys? Welcome to the Death Wish Dungeon. I'm GTS the King.
I'm Imbalance.
And today we are doing our top 10 picks for N64 games. Just to let you know, as usual when we do our top 10s, this is our personal opinion. We debate, go back and forth on all the games or whatever, today being games, on the list. So anytime that you guys disagree with us or you hate, let us know in the comments below why you're right and we're wrong.
Bring it on.
We're all about the love and the hate. So we love all of our subscribers, but you know, we don't mind if you guys disagree with us. Let us know in the comments why you're right. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this today because we've realized that we don't want our videos to be even an hour long because, again, nobody wants to watch an hour-long video. I know a lot of you just want to watch a video long enough to take a crap. I'm okay with that.
That's true.
Yeah. You're probably watching us on the crapper right now.
And we do ramble a lot.
That we do.
That ends today.
Yeah, as we ramble. Alright, guys. So we're going to jump right into this. And Imbalance, I'm going to let you start off with number 10. So, number 10.
Donkey Kong 64. All I got to say about this game is the DK rap. that alone got its spot on this list for me.
Right? It was just like the epitome of my childhood with the N64 comes down to the DK rap.
DK.
Personally, I thought this game was like probably one of my favorite platformers when I was younger. I don't know, man. Like I loved it. It reminded me a lot of Crash Bandicoot, but like you know, obviously it's like very different at the same time. You know.
It was a very fun platformer, that's
Oh,
for sure.
heck yeah, dude. It was like, honestly, I can remember a lot of times my brother and I like just going back and forth to see who could beat the level the fastest.
Yeah, the little time trials.
Yeah. And I thought the story was really well done. It wasn't, you know, generic as all could be. I mean, it wasn't astounding, but it was still pretty cool.
Yep.
So we're going to move on, guys, to number 9. This one is BanjoKazooie, the first one. Honestly, this is like probably, I don't know, gotta be one of my absolute favorite games, to be honest, to play along with my brother, because it was kind of like DK, like we'd go back and forth on who could complete the level the fastest and who could complete the game the fastest, honestly. Like, it was such a fun game, and like the mechanics behind some of the spots, like in the platforming areas, like I'm trying to think of one specifically, but like I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know that like there was a lot of parts where it was you know, they mixed in the puzzle.
It's very unique.
Yeah, with the platforming and stuff, and I loved it. I thought it was an amazing game.
I mean, Rare always made the best platformers on the N64.
Oh yeah, it was.
Sure.
It was sad when they just started going downhill.
Well, that's because Microsoft bought them.
Yeah, and they killed Rare. So, but honestly, BanjoKazooie, like I have a lot of fond memories of that game. Like, it definitely deserved to be on this list.
Great humor in the game, just a great game all around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But moving on to number 8.
Mario Party 2, the second one. And if you're not familiar with Mario Party, I don't know why you're even watching this video, because
Where the hell have you been?
it's right in the name. The game's a party.
God, yeah.
Like, it's pretty much a board game style game, but it's also a game of just straight up cutthroat, dog eat dog world.
It's the friend destroyer.
It's a friendship killer.
Yeah.
Especially if you're related to this guy.
Oh God, yeah.
Because Cody, shout out to Cody, he gets very competitive with this game, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah. But I mean, you know, this is the type of game where you go into it. All the mini games are so much fun. You know, you get together with a group of friends on the couch and let the hate begin.
Yes.
Because you know, you have these moments where like I'm in the lead, and then one space can change all that and rip everything
Steal
away
all
from
your
you.
stars, exchange
Yeah.
stars.
Then that like one person gets on a run of luck where they just star after star after star. It's awful.
And if Mario's a computer player, he's going to win every time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
But love the game. Moving on, guys, to number 7. This is absolutely one of my, like, probably go-to games even today. Like, if my brother and I get bored, we'll pop this in the N64 and go at it. but it is Pokemon Stadium. And I remember leveling up my Pokemon on Pokemon Red and Blue and even Yellow just to like take on my brother in the stadium.
We're really showing our age in this video.
I don't care.
Pokemon, as big as it is today, it was just as big when it first started.
Oh god, yeah. And the mini games in that game, well, I mean, we just played it not too long ago. We played 1 and 2.
Yeah. And
the mini games in 2, I think, were a little bit better as far as like being put together wise, like the tournament. But the ones in 1 were just amazing.
Just fun.
And I love the battling out in the gyms and stuff. And like you would just like they made you stay at a certain level with your Pokemon, so you could just come in with all 100s. But I mean, absolutely love this game. I still play it today, obviously.
Yeah. Still holds up.
Oh, absolutely. Moving on, guys, to our number 6.
This might cause a little controversy that it's so low on the list, but it's Super Smash Bros. And I can feel the tomatoes being thrown at us right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many good games on the N64, it was really hard to narrow it down. But Super Smash Bros., I mean, you all know what it is. Take all the best Nintendo characters, throw them in a pit, pretty much throw them in the Thunderdome.
Exactly.
Fight, best man wins.
I used to travel around for tournaments for Smash Bros. Melee, but this is what started it all. This is where, like, friends got together, you went head to head. I mean, we used to bet Pokemon cards, against each other. Like,
that's how you know it's serious.
Yeah, and my personal favorite character, and like the only character I will use in tournaments, is Fox McCloud.
Oh, for me, it's all about the Falcon Punch!
I mean, I've played people who were good with like Peach and Yoshi.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I got good with just about every character, but this was like the ultimate thing back then, like it was like Street Fighter, but Nintendo, and the way they did their like percentage and stuff, that was innovative as could be.
On the ring.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Great game.
Moving on, guys. Number 5. And we already know that I'm pretty sure everybody here has played this game. It is the one and only Mario Kart 64. And this is another absolute friendship killer.
Oh, for sure.
Blue Turtle Shell, son, get the f*** out my house. Like, leave now.
Yep.
Because you're in first place, you're killing it, you're like, oh man, I got this, it could be like the very last lap, and then you just hear it coming. Someone just splits that blue shell.
That nightmare.
Yeah. And
you son of a...
Game over, son. Like,
son of a toad.
You're done. Like, it's over. And you immediately hate that person for like the next hour.
You gotta love when you're jumping a ramp and someone strikes the lightning right then.
So you fall. Yeah, you fall down.
Like, that's when you know someone's looking at your screen.
Right?
Yep.
Gotta love the old days of split screen. But yeah, man, like I think everybody has the like love-hate relationship with that game. You loved it, but you also hated all your friends afterwards because you were like, you know what? Screw you.
Rainbow Road is a true test of one's mettle.
Oh, absolutely. All right, guys, we're gonna move into our top 4, and I'm telling you what, this is probably where I think it gave us the most grief.
Yeah.
Because like already this list was extremely hard to come up with, but to even narrow it down on the top 4, like we really had to go back and think about like what games did you play the most as a child, like where's your fondest memories at, and it's crazy. But we're gonna move on to number 4.
Number 4 is a great one. There's even an awesome promotional video sent out for it because it came with the Rumble Pack, like the first vibrating controllers, Starfox 64.
Jesus, I played that game entirely too much as a child.
Everybody knows the words, do a barrel roll!
Oh yeah. And oh my god, the screaming that pretty much was like the bane of your existence when you hear the
Slippy, oh
yeah.
man. But I love Falco because he's a smart ass just like me.
Oh god. But I was, obviously, when we talked about Super Smash Bros., I was all about Fox. I love, playing through that game and then going back and playing through it and taking the different routes. Yep. Going to different planets each time. You know, the Fire Planet was just insane.
Yeah, that was
you
great.
know,
That volcano planet.
Yeah, and then like
And the
love.
boss battles.
Oh god, the bosses were awesome. Like the underwater level
Yeah.
with the submarine and like having to fight that that boss was actually probably one of my favorite bosses in a game, to be honest with
Definitely.
you. It was like, I mean, honestly, a lot of that game was pretty groundbreaking for what it was. It was very simple, but it was amazing.
One of the first 3D like space shooters
Yeah.
ever made. And it's still to this day like no one's been able to top it.
I don't know about you, but I used to love going first person.
Yes.
And being in the cockpit, and it'd make you feel so cool. You're like taking like hairpin turns, flying through stuff, just kind of messing around. Like when you do a barrel roll and you would see the bullets get deflected, it made you feel amazing because you were like, yeah, suck it. And like when you hit the bomb, like you shoot that missile and it would be like that perfect moment to where you like get 4 or 5 enemies at once. You're just like, I am a god.
You know, being a Star Wars fan, Starfox is just the closest thing to Star Wars you can get without actually playing Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
So it's amazing.
I mean, yeah, honestly, it's probably one of my favorite games. Moving on, guys, and we already know from here on out, I know this is going to be a big thing where people are going to disagree a lot with our top 3, especially coming to N64 games. We know they're all cherished and loved by everybody. So, but moving on to number 3, it is one of, I'd say, everybody's favorite games when it comes to multiplayer or single player in general. Goldeneye 007. I mean, my god, I think everybody and their mother played this game, and it's sad to say, if you don't believe me, go back and play it now. It doesn't really hold up to the test of time.
Controls are atrocious.
But my god, the fun that you had back, you know, when it come out, I just remember how much the first level itself not only challenged me, but how much I enjoyed it.
4-player split screen multiplayer too.
Oh.
The single player campaign alone was amazing.
Yeah, it was incredible.
It made me a Bond fan actually.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like I played that game, I went and watched all the James Bond movies. I mean, Goldeneye first, of course.
Right. I loved playing the multiplayer. Like I remember, one of my favorite things is having the proximity mines. And like you could just screw over.
Throw them on somebody.
Yeah. And like you'd screw over people like so easy. Like, you know, it kind of sucks sometimes because like you get people who could camp out, and like I believe that was one of the first games where like people immediately started hating campers because like you just toss a few proximity mines down, you just camp out a corner, like, and just game over.
Freaking sniper rifle.
Oh Lord, yeah. And I love the way they did the cheats. You play through the game and beat it, and you unlock the cheats and stuff. You got like the big head mode, paintball, golden gun.
Back when you earned your stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for it with a credit card.
And I'm telling you what, like, I think I have some of the best memories with my friends. Until Halo came around, it was always, you know, let's get together and play GoldenEye, split screen, like dominate one another.
And 64 controllers must have been cheap back then because like everybody had 4 controllers.
Oh yeah. I think everybody did. I'm pretty sure we had like 10 or 12 in our house. So I mean,
last words on that game for me, if you were ever Odd Job, you suck.
yeah. Don't you?
Yep.
Moving on, guys, to number 2.
Number 2, of course, you knew it was going to be on this list eventually. Super Mario 64. I think it was the first game released on the N64.
Pretty sure it was like the game that came with the 64 in a bundle for a long
I
time.
remember playing at Toys R Us. They had a little time demo,
Mhm.
and that's when Mario first got his voice.
Oh yeah.
It's a me, Mario.
Remember like messing with his face?
Yes.
And like a little loading screen.
You had so much fun with that game before it even started.
Yeah.
That's how good of a game it was.
Oh my god, dude! I honestly can, like, when we've sat and watched people speedrun it, and like it brings so many fond memories back. And then like you have those memories of like these levels that were just, they killed you, man. Like they were so, like you had to be almost perfect. And like the red coins, just everything about that game was amazing.
Stupid baby penguin that you had to rescue.
Oh God, yeah. And you can't tell me you didn't throw at least one of the penguins off the edge.
Oh, I definitely did.
I mean, I think everybody did. Like, you're a horrible person and you're gonna burn for it, but it was funny. Like, it was funny.
What was your first look at like 64-bit graphics, which I mean is laughable now.
Yeah.
But back then it was a big deal.
Oh my God.
Especially with Mario, you're used to the side-scrolling like Super Mario World,
Yeah.
and you see like a 3D Mario game.
Not to mention that
mind-blowing.
it was like open world-esque. Like, it wasn't truly an open world, but it kind of was at the same time. Like, you could do just certain levels in whatever order you wanted.
That was a big castle that you were in.
And I mean, oh man, like I honestly don't think there's ever been a Mario game that's like that holds so many fond memories for me. The way that game does. Like, I can remember playing that for hours on end and never getting bored.
That was the first game where I made it a point to collect all 50 stars.
Oh God, yeah.
I think it was 50.
I think honestly
it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time since we played. I mean, the game did come out in 1996, so yeah. But honestly, definitely one of my favorite games. But anyway, guys, we're gonna move on to the final one on the list. If you guys haven't noticed, we've had the honorable mentions scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Not sure how long that's been running, but we're gonna move on to the final one. I know a lot of you are probably wondering where this is at. But number 1, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. That game, I know a lot of you right now are wondering why it's not Majora's Mask and why it's not so many other games. But I'm telling you right now.
Where's Turok?
Yeah. For me personally, that game was like, it honestly was probably the game that I had the most fun with, collecting all the different suits, and the boots, and like you felt so accomplished, everything that you did, and like you really felt like you were working towards saving Hyrule. And honestly, man, like everything about that game was so incredible, except for the stupid what the frick was her name, Navi or. Hey, listen! Yeah,
Navi.
That was annoying as could be, but everything else I absolutely loved. Like, that game was amazing to me.
That game, little back history, the first game I ever bought with my allowance was the original Legend of Zelda on NES. This is the first game that I counted down the days to save my money up and just anticipated.
Oh, yeah.
And the day it came out was like better than any Christmas I've ever had, better than any birthday, better than any marriage I've had for sure. And it was just amazing.
I remember do you remember the first time that you faced off with the big bad at the end?
Yeah, Ganon?
Yeah, when you come across Ganon the first time.
Yeah.
You come across your final big bad, and it was like actually nerve-wracking.
Straight out of a nightmare.
Yeah, it was scary, you got anxious, and you were just like, how? And I mean, the game was really good at teaching you very quickly what to do, but
without spelling it out.
Yeah.
Except for that stupid owl.
Yeah. But a lot of times, like that's a lot of things that get overlooked in older games. Is like there wasn't that much hand-holding throughout those games. This game did it, in my eyes, perfectly. Yeah. It was just enough to tell you what to do. Other times, not so much.
It didn't insult your intelligence.
Right. It didn't make you feel like, oh, they must think I'm an idiot. But I just remember specifically coming, to the end game here, and it just feels like your world is crumbling around you. It's nightmarish. You feel like you just stepped into a realm of pure evil, and it's like actually like your palms get sweaty, and you're like, oh my God.
You go from being like this innocent child.
Yeah.
To time traveling, and you're a grown-up, and like the world's a lot darker around you, and it's a good parallel reflection of real life.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, dude, that game, like, honestly, I think the only thing that anybody can say they hated was the water temple.
Yep, hated the water temple.
Water temple sucked.
If you love the water temple, you're a glutton for punishment, and you probably need to seek professional help.
You're a freaking sadist.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, but yeah. So, absolutely adore that game. It's the reason it's our number 1 is because of not only is it probably one of the greatest games on N64, but it's the game that we decided that we had the most fond memories of and enjoyed playing the most when we were younger, and probably put the most time into.
Yeah.
So.
And people still hold it as the best Zelda game
Oh,
ever made
absolutely.
out of any of them.
And people speedrun it all the time. It's probably one of the most popular speedrunning games, which, Lord Almighty, I feel bad for you trying to speedrun that game. But anyway, guys, so as you can see, we have tried to keep the video a little bit shorter. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that, and I hope it does draw more people in, so it's not, hour-long videos. But anyway, that's our top 10 picks for our top N64 games. As we said in the beginning, this was simply our opinion. We definitely want to hear from you guys on why you think this game should be on here, or this game, or whatever. And why we're wrong, or why you agree with us, whatever. Let us know in the comments below. We love to communicate with our fans. We love talking to our subscribers. We don't get to do that enough. So always feel free to hate us. Come on, this is the internet. It's fine. We can take it. But so anyway, guys. That is our top 10 N64 games of all time from the Death Wish Dungeon. We will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Nintendo 64! Woo!